Hello everybody, I was just hiding on you there, and welcome to day 152 and good evening. And yes, tonight I'm going to be reading you a 2-page long story in this big book called 365 Animal Stories and Rhymes for Boys. And yes, I'm in a lovely jersey today. As you can see, Colombia. It's a lovely wicket. I think it is anyways. And yes, and today I am going to be reading you how the cardinal bird got his colour. And my lampshade for my light is a lovely one. There's all different tractors on it. And I will show you that after the story. Once upon a time, there was a raccoon who loved to tease his neighbour, the wolf. The raccoon would pull the wolf's tail, then run away, hide up a tree, and drop pine cones on the wolf's head. And when the wolf was asleep, he would tickle his nose with a feather until he sneezed. Achoo! One day the wolf got so angry with the raccoon that he chased him through the forest. When the raccoon reached the river, he climbed up into the branches of a tall tree and waited to see what the wolf would do. The wolf saw the raccoon's reflection in the water. So he jumped into the river to catch him. But the raccoon had disappeared. What a trick. He must be under the water, thought the wolf, diving down to search the riverbed. Finally, exhausted from his efforts, the wolf climbed onto the bank and fell into a deep sleep. And probably had a dream with the raccoon being not nice to him. As soon as the wolf was snoring, the raccoon came down from the tree to play yet another trick on the poor wolf. He got some mud from the river and stuck it all over the wolf's eyes. Ugh. He'd have to go into the water for a swim to get it all off. Or maybe a hose from the firefighters. When the wolf woke up, he couldn't open his eyes. Help, he cried. I can't see. I've gone blind. A brown bird who was perched in the branches of the tree took pity on the wolf. I am just a little brown bird, he said. Everyone says that I am very dull and boring, but I will help you if I can. The bird flew down and carefully picked the dried mud from the wolf's eyes until he could open them. Thank you, said the wolf. Now I would like to do something for you in return. Please follow me. The wolf led the bird to a rocket that oozed red dye. He took a twig and chewed it until the end was like a paintbrush. Then he dipped it into the red dye and painted the brown bird's feathers a glorious red colour. From now on, you will be known as the cardinal bird in honour of your beautiful red plumage, the wolf told him. The bird was very proud of his colourful feathers. No one would ever call him dull and boring again. And that is how the beautiful cardinal bird got his colour. Well, let me tell you this. Baby robins, when they're born, first they're brown and then they get a red stomach. But they're still brown. And he was the brown bird there on the page. And now he is red. And my lampshade now I will show you. Look at all the tractors on it. Wow. Isn't that amazing, everybody? Yes, it is. And you can get them in the co-op in County Limerick. They might still be there because if you want to get a tractor one, a soccer one, or a space one, I think there is as well. And yes, I got a new book today, and I'll get it here now, and I'll show you them. And yes, one is David Walliams' present. There's a snake in my school. And the second one was published in 2020, Why We Can't Hug. Because since the virus was around, we went into lockdown on March. Yes, someone wrote this book, Owen McLaughlin, and illustrated by Polly Dunha. And yes, I didn't look at them yet, but they're lovely. This would be a very interesting story. Well, it would be a bit of a sad story actually, but this would be a lovely book. Oh, splendid. David Walliams is actually in one of the movies, and yes, he's in it. He's the boy's daddy, and yes, and there's a famous dancer in it as well. And yes, so I will leave you go, and I guess I will see you all tomorrow for day 153 of Rhys's stories, and read my books. Read them. And if you can find them in any shop, just look on YouTube first, and then you will see that I have that book and I've read it, and then you will read it. And I'll ask my mum, where did you get this? Where did you get this, mum? Yes, Mummy got this in Eason's, and this one in Eason's. And this one was buy one get one half price, which is very good, and only $8.99. And yes, and this one was $9.80, so pretty good prices. And when I got this, it was only $4.99 for a big gigantic book. So I'll let you go, and I guess I will see you all tomorrow for day 153 of Rhys's stories. Bye. I'm going sitting down now. Bye.